Good evening and salutations, my Days of the Lives fans. So first of all, I gotta sit there and say this episode was way longer than it needed to be. Like, I'm literally sitting there halfway through. I'm like, Jesus Christ, is this episode almost over? Like, here's the thing. You know what scene? You know what part I actually liked the best? Was the part that I did not expect. And of course, that is the oddly Holly and Tate scene. Now, one second. I've been saying from day one that whoever decided to say, hey, we should write Holly into the show should have been fired. In some ways, I still stand by that because initially she was annoying as hell, but she actually did something surprising and impressive. She was humble. She came over there, she apologized for the way that she treated him. She realized that the whole thing with Johnny was just a huge mistake. And I gotta sit there and say I am genuinely shocked and impressed. For a character that I didn't like from get go, I was actually enjoying the whole scene. She was humble and yeah, she apologized. He gave her um the present that he digged up out the garbage. And she asked him out and he said yes. So yeah, this whole thing is going to be crazy because you saw the promos and you have an idea what happens with Holly and Tate and everything like that. So this should be genuinely interesting. I don't even know what to sit there and say. It was literally the best part of this whole episode. Now Harris confronts Ava and Stefan. Stefan goes inside with the illegal contraband after Harrison questions both of them, like, "Hey, so what y'all doing outside? I mean, no one is operating the store. Like, what's going on?" Confronts her and says that she's been lying. She keeps continuing to lie. He's like, "Oh, you two are seeing each other, right?" Yep, and he's a detective. So of course she goes along with it. He confronts Stefan one more time and puts him on notice. Anyway, not gonna lie, I literally sat there. I was like, bro. I mean, I knew that it looked bad. Like, oh, they're gonna get caught, and they really were not gonna get caught. They weren't. So there's that scene. Now, the scene with Trip and Wendy, I just don't care about those characters. I really don't. And the only time that they actually made Trip interesting is when there's drama that's going on with him. When he finally gets fed up with stuff, that's when he gets interesting. With Allie, with EJ, that's the times where he generally shines. But other than that, you cannot have him on the episode and it will be totally fine. Wendy's talking about going back to China. I'm just like, can you please go then? You just leave. You know what? Why don't you take Trip with you? Of course, that's exactly what they do, which I'm just like, yeah. Yeah. That was the only thing that made them being on the show worth it, was knowing that towards the end when they told Ava that she's going back to China and Trip was like, yeah, I'm going with her. I was like, good, that's awesome. That's not going to get him out of danger. I'm pretty sure Clyde is so connected that he'll have people there at China to make sure that, she still is, doing her thing. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm not, I just pretty sure. like 95% sure. I will sit there and say. Um, had a talk with Wendy. I mean, had a talk with Wendy had a talk with Melinda. And I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning it was just kind of annoying. It's like, why are you walking up to her trying to be all nice? You know damn well she still doesn't like you, and she has good reason why she doesn't like you. But then towards the end, she kind of thaws out and warms up to her, and it's a painstaking scene to go through. I do not recommend anyone actually sticking through it. But then she starts asking the question, should I go home? Should I do duty and honor or whatever, or stay there? And in the end, she decides to leave, which is great because I feel like at this point, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure they could probably do something more with them, but I also feel like maybe they just ran out of story. Like with Gabby is, well, unfortunately with Gabby, the actress left, so they couldn't really do anything for her. It's now they got this big plot hole because we know that Gabby didn't kill Shen. Hopefully, they will fill it and not take a extremely long time to do it, like they did with the whole Hope thing. I did not care at all about the Jada and Rafe scene. Watching them try to speak Spanish. I mean, don't get me wrong. Listen, I love when a woman speaks Spanish, but like, and normally under normal circumstances, I'll be cool with it with Jada. But like this, the whole scene was so aggravating and boring and unnecessary that then when she started speaking, I was like, please stop. Please stop. I didn't care about anything that they were talking about. Talking about Gabby and food and talking about playing some trivia game. I'm just like, this is to fill our time, right? That's awesome. So yeah, I had to sit there and sit through that. That was just painstaking. Yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much all it is. It's just painstaking. Still waiting for them to cross paths with Everett and Jada. The fact that that didn't happen yet is, well, just stupid. I can't even sit there and try to say anything like, well, it's just it could be. It's just this is dumb. This is dumb. That's just it. But I feel like that's pretty much about it. I don't know. Two out of four scenes wasn't bad. And of course, the happy news is that Trip and Wendy are leaving, and I could not be more happier. They're not annoying; they're just boring. And okay, well, Wendy can be kind of annoying. Every time that she talks, she could just be annoying and cringy, and especially when she tries to sound all cool and edgy, it just like doesn't work. She didn't work from day one, and the fact that she's been on the show so long is just like wow. Somebody must have really liked this character. I don't know. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. So, but if I missed anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows. Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, Ball, and the Beautiful Young Dresses. And if you're not a member, definitely become one. Do exclusive videos for members only. Live streams for members only. Members shout outs. And sometimes new thing I'm doing is I'll put out a video first for members, like maybe a day or 2 days ahead, and then I'll put it out for everyone else. So think about becoming a member. Hit the join button in the description box below, and I'll see you in the next video.